Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of the 100 Season 5. Last episode we watched was called Sic Semper Tyrannis. I believe that's how it's pronounced anyway. And things changed a lot as always. We had some really interesting developments with OCTAVIA. So whilst I thought she was going to be in a coma for at least a few episodes and maybe come back to being awake like towards the finale for like a big showdown, it lasted less than one episode. She came back because thanks to Jackson, and there was threats to her rule because, well, initially Indra wants to take over, but people sided with Miller. Then Maddie was going to ascend to be commander. She wasn't happy about that. People tried to stop that, including Clark. Clark eventually took Maddie away. There was a huge fight down at Eden between Dioz's team and McCurry's team, and it ended on that really good moment where Gaia, Indra, and Bellamy were taken to the pits, probably to have to fight to the death. And OCTAVIA was sat on the throne, the doors closed, and we could see that she started crying. And that to me gives me some hope that we're finally starting to break down that blood rain of wall. But obviously, we still don't know why she got to the way she is. I've said this a few times now. So I'm really excited to see where that goes. What happens with them fighting in the pit, if anyone's going to die, because take season 4, for example. When we got to the conclave, I was all like, well, there's like 4 main characters in this conclave, 3 or 4 main characters in this conclave. They're not going to die, like, or at least not all of them. One might do, but they're not going to kill them all because they're main characters. And then Rowan died, Luna died, and the other guy, the cute guy with the longer hair, he got shot in the thing with the arrow. So they killed off 3 main characters in one episode. So they could kill off 2 people in this episode if they're all in a fight to the death. I don't think they will, but you just never know in the show. I do like when a main character is killed off. I feel like that's a good risk for a show, but also kind of a good step. Obviously, it just depends on who they kill off and why. Anyway, this episode is called, I think it's episode 10. Episode 10, and it's called The Warrior's Will. So maybe that refers to like the warrior's will to survive, how when the chips are down, the will to survive is what gets you through the hard time and makes you do things that you probably wouldn't normally do, and makes you make some hard decisions or fight harder than you normally would do, or kill someone you're close to because it's the will to survive. I am nervous because we are gearing up towards the finale. I think because I jumped in like halfway through the season, it feels like the finale's crept up so fast, but I'm kind of happy about that because I am excited for what is coming. Not that I know what it is, but I'm excited to see what it is. And what I did look at was the IMDb ratings for each episode of season 5, like the little star ratings. And what I noticed was like the last episode of the season has like I'm sure it was like 9.5 rating. The rest were like 8 point something, I think. Maybe one went to 7. I'm not 100% sure about that, but unless I mistakenly read it because I was trying to avoid reading little descriptions of episodes, I'm pretty sure the last episode was like 9.5, which leads me to believe that this season finale is going to be incredible. I hope. Let's jump into the episode to find out. Also, before we start, this is not related to the 100, so feel free to skip it. But have you guys heard of Fridge? So like, Fridge is like this big thing in the UK. I keep seeing people at work drinking it. My boyfriend drinks it. It's like chocolate milk, and I'm like a milkshake, and I'm really like weird about milkshake. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. So anyway, I wanted to buy one to test it because it's only £1 in the shop. So I've got a fudge brownie flavour. I don't know if you can see. Trying to get the light. Fudge brownie flavoured Fridge. So I'm going to test it now. If not, if it's awful. I mean, it smells pretty fit, to be fair. It's actually quite nice. The taste of it is weird. The taste of it is lovely. It definitely tastes like a fudge brownie. But I think what's off for me is that generally having milkshake is usually quite thick. That's not. Anyway, irrelevant taste testing session. We're not that kind of channel. Let's jump into the episode. This is 100, Season 5, Episode 11, 10, The Warrior's Will. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Comments down below. Let's jump into the episode. Shouldn't be doing that, Clark. It's not your choice.
Oh, no, you're not. It's 50 miles to Polis. Now get down from there.
God. Bit harsh.
Maddie. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I know she doesn't want her to be commander, but she's being proper aggressive with her.
No! That thing is not staying in your head. Why not me? Get in the rover. No! We are not doing this now. Let me go!
Oh God, I don't like this.
I need to go back. Commanders don't run away. Well, it's a good thing you're not a commander.
Ooh. Could you like poison the water supply?
2 problems solved. Now get in the rover before I take you up on your ultimatum.
Junkies can be very resourceful.
Die. I wonder if he cares that she's pregnant with his kid.
That makes 2 of us. Your lungs, I can hear the fluid filling up in them. You're drowning. You're not even getting wet.
Well, fix me and get your fix. It's mine. Did she tell you that?
No, but I can see why she wouldn't brag about it.
Go Abby.
Do it. Kill me. Like you killed the other doctor.
Your disease versus mine. Something tells me you'll break before I die.
I knew this was gonna happen.
The fact that there's a supposed commander out there has complicated things.
Complicated.
Well, people want to follow the commander.
People are refusing
Surely.
to march. I'd call that more than complicated.
Maybe if you
half.
tried to kill her, the believers
We don't need them. Even at half strength, we outnumber Dios's army.
Still not enough. No,
Definitely feel like
Maybe,
Octavia
maybe
is
But we still got the element of surprise.
losing grip on the team, on the
Say we go win this
one crew.
and once we do, the rest of one crew, they'll follow.
either you're one crew or an enemy of one crew.
Mm-hmm.
My advice? You can either unite us behind the real commander, or remind those who refuse to march what happens to our enemies.
Your real
Oh my God,
commanders
like
are
using her
showing
words against her.
showed up yesterday. Blood Rain has kept us strong through 6 years of hell.
She has, but
Advising her to stand down and kill half our people.
feels like her grip is loosening on the
Knows
team.
Manny's gone. Bro, that's her brother that we're talking about.
And Indra. And Gaia. I'm aware.
I'm
Yeah.
confused. You want me to kill the people who conspired to bring you back your precious commander?
No. I want you to bend the knee to her, but I know you won't. You want your army to march? Show them what happens when they don't.
Oh no, I don't want them to die.
You accepted me when my own people wouldn't. You gave me the strength
Yeah.
to be more than I ever thought I
And
could
look
be.
what you're
I gave
doing
you
now.
nothing.
Just look.
That strength was already there.
Octavia.
You betrayed me, Indra.
I taught her when to attack and when not to. I advised her to do what's best for her people, not herself.
Exactly, I think that's what I
am what's
said
best for my people. Why are you here?
in the last episode. She just goes in for the fight rather than thinking of the consequences.
They're refusing to march, aren't they? So now you'll use fear to bend one crew to your will. I suppose it worked before.
Will it work now? If I put you and Gaia and Bellamy in the arena,
No. No.
give me another option.
No. You did this.
Indra, please.
You had options. You did not listen.
There isn't one.
Preach.
But Gaia will win. I will have her take my life. Right after I take your brothers.
Shit. She's like, I am not gonna let you get what you want out of this. I'm gonna kill your brother, and I'm gonna offer my, well, not offer my life up, but let Gaia win. So you're gonna lose everyone that's close to you if you carry on with this, bitch.
Deep breath.
Career took my pills. I thought I could handle it. I can't.
Obviously.
I hate to see you suffer, Abby. Perhaps it's for the best.
No, it isn't. My body isn't strong enough. I'm already in withdrawal.
I like her top though.
I could have a seizure. My heart could stop.
She is not doing well.
Then treat McCreary.
Absolutely not. No, I said no.
She's gonna be so alone if she carries on like this.
Indra has weaknesses, and if Bellamy is gonna survive.
Yourself. Or better yet, call it off. You're a dictator, right?
That hit home. Oh,
Monty, with your algae.
dictator.
Just
I mean, he's not wrong.
it wouldn't kill me.
He's not wrong.
I wonder if he had help with that.
Well, guess what?
It's blossoming now. Flower.
Flower.
Not just
Plant
a
life.
flower. An apple blossom. Ghost apple,
Oh.
to be exact.
Fruit.
Flowers become fruit. The protein crops are rebounding too. Octavia, if I'm right, I can do the same thing to the topsoil on the ground. It'll take longer.
So we can
a few
basically
years,
save the
maybe,
world.
But the point is,
Start
you
all
want
again.
Shallow Valley. You don't need to march to war.
Oh, he's a
Ellie doesn't
genius.
need to die.
And he's cute.
Hey, what are you doing?
It's a nice story, Monty, but the ghost can have this place. Must be nice, playing Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden while the rest of us fight to survive.
Actually, no. It's awful.
Not as awful as fighting a war you don't need to fight.
You fight to live or you die. The farmers won't save the world, Monty. The warriors will.
But the way that you're going, the warriors are just going to destroy everything.
I can save you! Maddie! I can save all of you!
Hello? Who's that?
My dear, you don't have to live in the bunker anymore.
Is that Becca?
You can change everything. That wasn't a dream. It was a memory.
Yeah.
Listen to me. You don't have to deal with this anymore. Because I can just take out the flame. No.
God, you used to hate that game. Jumping from table to chair to bed. First one who touches the ground loses.
So the floor is lava then.
You cut your own arm open so people would think it was your blood.
He's a good brother. And now you're going to sentence him to
Long way from that to
death.
poisoning me.
Not really.
He wasn't trying to kill you though.
I did that to save you two.
Yeah.
And you're still ready to go to war? Even though Indra has told you how many of your people would die.
What kind of leader does that?
You have
A
no
bad
idea
one.
what you're talking about. Indra has a weakness. Her shoulder never fully healed from the bullet Pike put in her.
This is what you plan to do?
Last time you chose the wrong side in a war.
So you came here to help me kill the woman who made you who you are.
She has lost it.
Need to get the sword.
Octavia, would you listen to yourself?
Gaia will go for the staff, and you'll worry about her.
She's
after you
spiraling.
take out
She
Indra.
doesn't know how to
Tell me
control
you
the situation.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
And the way I see it, you have two choices. You either call this thing off and make a deal to share the valley. Or you watch me die in that arena today.
I don't think that's an option anymore now that McCree's in charge. I don't think he wants peace at all.
Everybody fights.
There's no coming back from this all. If you do this, there's no coming back.
But you can't save someone who's already dead.
What happened? What happened? You can stop this. No. I got worried for a second there. Oh, she's gonna paint her face, isn't she, with the blood? Shit.
Do you see her too? I know that's why you're scared of me having the flame.
Commanders die, Maddie. All of them. Badly.
I won't let that happen to you.
Alexa did not deserve to die the way that she did. Okay.
What was that?
Subtle.
I know what it's like to need something.
Okay. Bloody hell. Anyway.
You don't have much time. After I take Bellamy's life, I'm coming for yours. When you see my guard dip exposing my throat, you strike.
No, Mother.
God.
That's not how this ends.
Gaia, we have to give them a show. You of all people know it's not enough just to be the last.
I don't care if I'm the last. As long as my commander is safe. After all this, you still think that because you're her brother, she won't kill you?
I have to.
Let's hope we don't have to find out.
Yeah. This
You
feels...
might be right. She might not execute you or me. But Gaia? I'll kill you quickly. I promise.
Oh!
Be the last.
No, I don't like it.
Damn it.
Ah, la la la. Ah, no, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. What? Ah, la la la. Oh. That was a mistake.
I said, be the last.
Monty?
Get out of here.
Guards, take him away.
Octavia told you we have to march. That we have to fight for the one place left where we can survive. But she knows that's not true. The Hydra farm
Flowers.
is working again. Soon
Okay.
we'll be processing enough food to feed all of us. She's seen it with her own eyes.
Hey, it's a good way to stop it, like turn them against her.
But at least tell them that they have a choice.
Show them that the war that she's forced them into isn't necessary. They can stay here and survive. Shit. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted, that people were to like not follow her because she's making bad decisions, but I also kind of feel really bad for her.
Where'd she go?
Head to hiding, maybe? Oh, God, don't leave her alone in there.
There are people here that will give their lives to save Blood Reina.
What's that? The fire alarm.
The Hydra farm.
Took away the choice.
You still have one. Stay here and die. Or march with me and live.
I'm mad. I'm really mad.
And the doctor? Where's she?
Gas station. Please,
Kill him.
don't shoot me.
Kill him.
I can take you.
Ah!
They'd have heard the gunshot.
Smart move, though.
Mom! Mom! Hey! Hey, wake up!
What happened to her?
Drugs. Drugs are bad, right?
Please.
Go. I'll be right behind you.
So will we.
My commander is out there.
Okay, so there in that team there is people that are supporting like Gaia and trying to get the commander. That's good. I think.
A warrior's death awaits.
Look how attractive that man is. Poor Monty.
Ready?
He's been like not had a lot to do this season. Look at what's happened.
The family's waiting.
Oh no. Gearing up for the final battle. Now they're finally taking the long trip to Eden. It's a nice shot. Okay, guys, that was finally my reaction to the 100 Season 5, Episode 10, The Warrior's Will. And I say finally because, the technical issues I've had today, like I said before, if you're watching the full reaction anyway, I've edited out the YouTube one, but the episode just kept cutting out partway, like 8 minutes in, 7 to 8 minutes in, it would just kept closing the player, saying, try it again, close, try it again, close, and so I had to jump forward a bit and then sync up when I do my edit, or be a nightmare to sync up. And then there was a recording issue right at the beginning where I recorded the first bit and then I actually wasn't recording all. I'm glad the episode's over. It was a good episode, really good episode. I'll get to it in a second. But yeah, just the technical issues, I'm just like, you guys, if you do anything for YouTube or anything technical, when you're having issues, it kind of annoys you. Anyway, episode itself, really good, really stressful. Made me very angry. Who should we talk about first? Let's go Clark, because that storyline wasn't as major as the Octavia side. So Clark and Maddie, they had the big fight at the beginning, and she didn't want her to be a commander, which I get. I totally understand Clark's concerns, but I was sad that it came to like almost a fist fight over it, and I didn't like the way she was being with Maddie. But then Maddie had the vision from Becca about Becca being burned alive. It was like the commander's giving her this memory of what happened to them, and we know all the commanders die. So I'm kind of really confused as to what Maddie wants, because at times it seems like she doesn't want to be commander, but then she says things like, the commanders show me this, like it's important for me to see it. So does she want to take control? I don't know. Or does she want it now that she's got the thing inside her, the flame? Is that where she's like got that obligation now to do it? It'd be interesting to kind of know more what she's after, because I don't think it's very clear right now. But Clark obviously doesn't want her to be commander, understandably. But then they're off to go and find Dio's on that side. Although where Dio's is, we don't know, because we haven't seen her since she escaped from the church last episode after winning the fight against McCreary. Although I still say she should have just killed him. McCreary, she then went back to the church with Abby. Abby's there, she's overdosed with the drugs, and there was the whole Vincent thing, who's a character that interests me because I don't know how I feel about him, but I thought it was going to be like a one episode character, but they keep bringing him back, so it feels like he's going to have something important to do, unless I just don't know. But I like the scene where he killed those guards and like chewed one of the necks out. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I kind of figured that McCreary was going to use the drugs to get Abby to do what they wanted to do, and she took the drugs. Looks like she's taking too many drugs. Will she be dead? I don't think so, but I don't know. Is a character that I could see getting killed off pretty soon, because her storylines aren't that interesting at the moment for me personally, but she has been an important character since season 1, so we'll have to wait and see kind of where they take the character. But yeah, they're now in the church in Eden, so Maddie's there, Clark's there, Abby's there, McCreary and that are there. We don't know where Dioza is, and Raven and that have escaped as well, with like Murphy and Imori and Echo. Okay, so they've not been in it for an episode either. Okay. On the flip side, we had all the stuff in the bunker, and this is the stuff that really got to me emotionally. So it was very clear, like, Octavia is losing that grip she had on the one crew from the start. And I don't mean that the end part of it, but she said like how the people are, it was all about how the people are not willing to march because they know there's a commander out there, and how she had to try and get them under her control again by making them fear her, by putting her friends and family in the fight. But even then, when she went to Indra, it was like, please give me another option. When she went to Bellamy, it was like, this is how you're going to defeat Indra. That little peaks of Octavia are coming through Blood Rainer, the shield of blood, the shell of Blood Rainer, that hard shell that she has, which you saw when she went to cut herself, looked in the mirror, saw like the wall go back up, the Blood Rainer wall, and she did the thing, painted her face. But it's clear that she's not doing so well. She bursts into tears, she's asking for help. This strong leader, and I don't mean she's a good leader, I don't think she is. Obviously, I still don't know what happened in the dark here till next episode, hopefully. But this leader, strong in terms of like, actually puts out this aura of like this strong leader, commander who makes the tough decisions, and I just got you through this 6 years, and I did this and I did that. And once we find out the dark year, there's probably things that she did do, but she also caused a lot of death and destruction and let a lot of people die. So, yeah, that shell seems to keep breaking a lot more these days. So, putting them into the fight was a bad move, but also quite scary and emotional watching her trying to get through to the brother. And Bellamy's just like, I'm not going to fight. Like, you made this choice. I'm not going to fight. You've made all this up like a fairy tale story or whatever. You know, it's a joke. Indra was like, I'm going to kill your brother and then I'm going to let Guy kill me, to kind of show Octavia that you're putting us in there to prove a point, instill fear. But on the other side of it, I'm not going to be here to support you. I'm going to take out the closest person you have, your brother. And then I'm going to die, and the next closest person that you've got, I'm going to let Guy win. And that's going to show you how messed up this is. And I loved that. As much as I knew, I didn't think that would happen, and it didn't. But the idea of that is so dark, but great, that Indra is going to go so far to show to Octavia the mistakes that she's making and how far she's gone down the rabbit hole almost. And yeah, there was a really powerful scenes there till we got before the fight, like the scenes between Indra and Octavia, Murphy and Octavia, Bellamy and Octavia. It's interesting that she had like a lot of scenes along with people. I really like that because they're basically everyone that she was close to was like, you're on your own with this. You made this mistake. We're just gonna do what we got to do. And now that I think about it, the Warriors Will title definitely applies to Bellamy, because he was like, I'm not going to fight in this pit. But seconds after the fight started, I think he said, damn it, or something like that, as he ran to get the knife from the wall, because the will to survive was stronger than his will to just stand and let himself get killed. So his survival instinct kicked in, and he went and had a really awesome fight scene. All three of them were great, particularly Bellamy and Indra together. Their fight scene was really well choreographed. That was great. And the moment where Gaia lobbed that spear at Octavia, I think she probably would have hit her if Bellamy didn't push them out of the way. But that was like a oh god moment, because it's a bold move. It reminded me of Lexa and the one from season 3, Mary Alice Young from Desperate Housewives, when she killed the leader. It was very much reminiscent of that. And that was really cool. I liked that scene. But the moment when he hit the chair and everyone stopped, it was like, oh god, what's she done? She made a mistake. She's going to get killed now. Luckily, Octavia just put the spear back down and said, you know, battle to the last, or whatever. The phrase that I can't remember what it was. Yeah, and then they fought again, but luckily Monty tried to save the day. I am so mad, because that was a really good plan. A safe plan. It doesn't fuck anyone over. It's, look, I mean, it fucks Blood Rain over, but we've got plans. We've got a way to survive. We can grow life. We can survive. We're all good here. We don't need to war. We're the other team. We don't need to kill each other here. We can make plants and crops and flowers, and we can do it down here and on the topsoil, and we can start rebuilding this earth. And it's a really good plan, because it's sensible for the long term of the planet as well. But Octavia, being this stubborn, bullheaded bitch that she is right now, who can't see anything but being in control and leading them to this fight, burnt it to the ground. I'm so mad! Not as mad as I was with Pike, but I'm close to it, because partly because with Monty, he's not had much to do this season. Like Monty and Harper, like, it just feels like they've been sidelined quite a lot and had very little to do. Monty's only purpose this season has been algae, create life. And obviously, after the shit bit, they came to Earth, and now he's doing it now here, and it got burnt to the ground. So his whole endeavour was a waste of time. I mean, it wasn't, because it showed people that Blood Rain was lying to them. So that was really good. For Monty, it's very much a case of, like, I say like too much. That's such a modern thing. I hate doing it. But it's heartbreaking to watch it burn to the ground. And also from the point of view of the fact that they had a safe way to live, that didn't need a war, and Octavia burnt it because she was too pig-headed. I'm so mad. That shot, as soon as that fire alarm went off, I mean, I kind of had an idea when she went into the Hydra farm, but Sorry, when the fire alarm went off, I just knew. I'm so mad. And it's one of those, when I want to say something, and I know why I'm wrong when I say it, but I don't know why people would follow her, knowing that they could have stayed there, survived, and started bringing life back to Earth, and they didn't need to war and die, whatever. And she destroyed that, why they would follow her to the war. But I also know that's wrong because, like Octavia said, they don't have a choice now. We can't survive here anymore. Absolutely not. I've destroyed that option. We have no choice but to go to war. So I get that they want to go to Eden, but I wouldn't go to Eden with Blood Rainer. I would take Blood Rainer out because Blood Rainer clearly does not have your best interest at heart. Because you can survive where you are, and she took that away from you. I know there's another place you can survive, but you know for a fact that there's going to be deaths along the way. You're going into a war. There's going to be casualties on both sides. So the fact that she took that option away, I think, is unforgivable. Unforgivable. I'm so mad at her. But that was a really good episode, actually. Really enjoyed it. As much as I was mad, there was a brilliant fight scene, some good emotional stuff that made me angry, stuff that made me want to cry, like the chat between Gaia and Indra as the waiters go into the pit really made me choke up a little bit, because like they were gonna, that was like their goodbye, and like, I'm gonna let you kill me. When you see that opening, you kill me. I didn't like that, because I know for a fact that Indra would go through with it. She would. But that was a strong ass episode. Definitely gearing up for the finale as the one crew are now marching towards Eden for war. But I know the next episode's called The Dark Year, so I do wonder whether the whole episode's going to take place during the Dark Year, and we finally realise what went down in there as we get towards the big final battle, or whether we're going to flash back and forward to current times and the Dark Year. I'm intrigued to see how it approaches it. But yeah, at the moment as we leave things, Octavia and one crew are all going towards Eden for war. Clark, Maddie, Abby, McCrary and Nat are all there in different points. Dioza and the rest of the team have disappeared. Raven and Herla have also disappeared. So it feels like it's all going to converge on Eden for the final battle for control of that land. And there's going to be a lot of casualties on both sides. But I'm excited for the next episode. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the reaction. Subscribe to my channel for the rest of Season 5 of The 100. And yeah, hopefully there'll be a Patreon link down below. If I'm up to date as I hope to be at this point, there'll be a Patreon link down below as well for you to look at my full-length reactions to this episode and the next few in advance if you watch on YouTube. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. So if you enjoy it, let me know down below. I'll see you very soon for the next episode of The 100, episode 11 of Season 5. Bye guys, and take care.